In Superman, Lost Part 3, Lois was working on her article about Senator Jemison McMonagall's resignation at the Kent apartment when she was interrupted by a persistent ping sound emanating from Clark's closet. Annoyed, she rummaged through his clothes in search of the source of the sound, only to uncover a smashed device and the iconic white suit given to Clark by the victor of planet Kansas. Previously, Superman wakes from his slumber and resumes his voyage to Earth. His sole companion is Marquis, an artificial intelligence that oversees the equipment provided by the victor of Kansas. The white suit collects lingering solar energy from space, aiding Superman in restoring his powers, though it's a less than optimal method. In Superman's analogy, it's akin to trying to power up a Tesla with a pair of AA batteries. Marquis claims that Superman still has to travel at least 14,000 light-years to reach Earth. Superman himself ponders whether his new equipment was only given to him by the victor in order to get rid of him as quickly as possible. He questions whether leaving Kansas was the right decision and if there was anything he could have done to help its people. Despite his doubts, he acknowledges that he has already made his choice and must accept the consequences. The Man of Steel unexpectedly encounters a pod of space dolphins, creatures that Lobo had previously mentioned during his time in the Justice League. Aware that the space dolphins are capable of traveling faster than the speed of light, Superman sees an opportunity to catch a ride with them and expedite his journey back to Earth. Although they cannot communicate through conventional means, the dolphins pick up on Superman's emotions and agree to let him accompany them, a notion that Superman readily agrees to since, as Marquis had pointed out, it would take him 6 months to reach the nearest yellow star on his own. The dolphins lead Superman to a distant planet, a gas giant surrounded by an energy field that ensnares numerous dolphins. Superman comes to the realization that the dolphins didn't stumble upon him by chance. They sought him out for assistance in freeing their offspring who are imprisoned deep within the planet. Agreeing to aid the desperate parents, Superman descends to the planet's barren surface, where he encounters a massive sandstorm that takes on his likeness in a direct assault. Superman defends himself and tries to communicate with the giant, who explains that the dolphins are a hostile species that has greatly reduced the population of the planet, leaving its inhabitants as microscopic creatures, similar to protozoa. The dolphins have been unknowingly feeding on these sentient creatures, and the sand giant Superman is currently speaking to is actually a collective of multiple creatures. They had been defending their home after an attack by another aggressive species, the Correctatio. The sand giant, which takes the shape of Lois, agrees to let Superman and the dolphins go, but can't say anything about the Correctatio or how can Superman return to Earth. Suddenly, the dolphins depart from the planet without Superman, who realizes that the dolphins he just met are not the same dolphins who visited Earth. They were completely different groups. Frustrated, Superman smashes the device containing Marquis, but realizes he just destroyed his only companion, forcing him to continue his journey alone.